has done so far in the playoffs. And we're joined by Rob Parker. Welcome, Rob.
What's happening? Good morning.
Good morning. Look at it. Look at him, Skip. You know, he got all this shape. He been working out, lifting.
Yeah. I got a trainer now. I told you.
Oh.
Trainer 3 days a week. He's done a great job.
What? He teach you how to act?
That's
Rob, we've been having the Jordan-LeBron debate all week. Shannon says LeBron has passed Jordan as the GOAT. What's your take?
Shannon, this is for you. No way, no how. Come on, Shannon, stop it.
Yeah, he's got to stop.
And Skip, this is you know this. Mm-hmm. Those two shots that LeBron made, right, game winner,
yeah,
great makes. They're not clutch shots. The score was tied. You know this. It's a totally different mindset when you're, and it's not the takeaway that he made the shot.
What you just did.
No, I'm not. It makes.
It's a safety net.
Yes, you know you're going to overtime, even if you don't make it. Mm-hmm. So there's just less. It's like a field goal kicker, right? Score's tied, and you step up there, you have a chance to win it, but you know you're not going to lose the game. When I was in Cleveland and watched Michael Jordan make that shot against Craig Elo, that was for the series. There was no, they're going to overtime, maybe. No, they were going home if he didn't make that shot. All I'm saying is, those two shots shouldn't have changed anybody's mind. Were they great makes? Yes. Is he having a fabulous postseason run? Yes, he is.
Had he missed them and they lose in overtime, what were you saying then?
If he missed them.
If he had missed those shots, they go to overtime and lose.
I'd have to see what happened in overtime.
I just said they go to overtime and they can't lose.
But I'd have to see what happened. What if he scored all the points and nobody else helped out? So it's not just that. And then when you talk about, everybody always says, Michael Jordan had help and LeBron never had help. In the NBA Finals, Michael Jordan never had a teammate who averaged more than 22 points. Mm-hmm. LeBron had two. Kyrie, 28 points, and Dwayne Wade, 26
Great
points.
Point.
So those arguments about Michael had Pippen and LeBron never had any help is all false. And then when you just look at who he's beating, here we go again. The horrible Toronto Barneys or Raptors, whatever you want to call them, right? Those are the teams that LeBron's beating. Michael Jordan beat 20 teams that had 50 or more wins in the postseason. LeBron's only 10. So when you look at it,
Shannon.
How many 70-win teams did Jordan beat?
No, well, LeBron was. Jordan was a 70-win team, so he couldn't beat. He couldn't beat him.
How many 60-win teams?
No,
did he
I'm
sweep?
talking about 50-win plus. Okay?
No, how many?
We gave LeBron the parade for that 3-1 comeback when Golden State choked. We gave LeBron credit for that. Okay. All right, so we gave him. And let me just give you a couple more numbers. Michael Jordan, he has 3 more rings, 3 more final MVPs. He has one more Defensive Player of the Year, 9 more scoring titles. I can go on and on and on. Shannon, it's not close. It's not close. And then when you look at 6-0 in the NBA Finals, all 6 MVPs, and you look at LeBron with the most NBA Final losses of any former MVP, it's not close. Don't get caught up and be a prisoner of the moment. Okay. LeBron is playing well, but his resume does not, N-O-T, stack up with Michael Jordan in any way.
Okay, so I'm glad for your first argument because you said there's no pressure. He hit those shots. If he misses them, they go into overtime. So how does Tom Brady feel about that, about getting them in field goal range against St. Louis and the Carolina Panthers?
You're asking me? I've told you about Tom Brady. Every time I watch his highlight reel, I see Adam Vinatieri.
I thought this was about LeBron.
I'm just asking you a question.
It's sleight of hand.
No.
Distract the audience.
What I'm doing is showing how you change the narrative.
I didn't change my narrative.
When LeBron does something, because first you say you want him to be clutch. He's clutch. You say, well, he's really not clutch because if he misses his shot, they're going to overtime. So let me ask you this. Michael Jordan has 3 first-round losses, 2 second-round losses, and 2 losses in the conference finals. So is that better? Because he was able to keep that perfect finals record intact. But look at all these losses before he got to the finals. What are we going to do about that? They'll happen.
Well, time out. It took him 7 years to break through and win a championship. Yes. It took LeBron 9 years, and to do so, he had to take his talents to South Beach
and join up with 2 other star players in order for it to happen.
So how old was Michael Jordan when he won his first one, and how old was LeBron?
Well, Michael couldn't get to the pros as fast as LeBron did because there was no rules.
See, you keep talking about these scoring titles, and Jordan averaged 30 points a game. LeBron is a little over 27. But when you look at the body of work, you look at the assists, you look at the rebounds, you look at the triple doubles. I mean, you think about what he's doing. See, Michael's job was to score. He never had to worry about assists because who was initiating the offense? Scottie Pippen. He never really had to worry about rebounding. Dennis Rodman is the greatest rebounder, under the rim rebounder in the history of the game.
How many times did Dennis make an all-star team with Michael Jordan?
So,
How about zero?
Zero.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah,
So
zero is sure.
So
Zero.
unless you make an all-star team with Michael Jordan, you're not an all-star. Am I correct? Is that what
No,
what
but
you
he wasn't an all-star caliber player at that time.
The dude
Dennis
averaged
Rodman.
15 rebounds in a game a season.
And he didn't make the NBA. How come he make the All-Star team?
how-
Because there were other players better during that era than Dennis Rodman.
You know how to
At that time.
fans vote for the All-Star game, right? Lonzo Ball had more votes than Dame Lillard this year.
And you know what?
Magic Johnson.
After that postseason that Damian Lillard had, they were probably right.
Did you see that regular season Lonzo had? Skip, y'all need to stop this. Because when you look at the body of work, you look at what LeBron has been able to do, leading his teams in points and assists, 15 straight seasons. Oscar got 8 of those, Kobe got 8 of those, but not consecutive. And all of a sudden, y'all keep changing. See, LeBron is never going to be able to score if you keep moving.
LeBron is a great player, Shannon.
LeBron is never going to be able to score if you keep moving the goal line. You say you want to see him hit a clutch shot, he hit the shot, then you say, well, it's really not clutch because they would have gone to overtime had he missed. But what about the shot that he hit in Toronto to get him to overtime? Was that clutch? Because if he misses that, what happens?
Shannon, we don't have time. We need 2.5 more hours for a show for me to go back and show you all the missed shots in clutch situations.
Or the meltdown in Dallas.
hold on.
You
Or
remember
the
Michael Jordan?
meltdown.
Whoa.
2011.
Did Jordan ever miss any clutch shot?
Sure, he missed
Because
some.
he's
Not like this guy did, though.
His quote says, "I've missed a million shots. That's why I succeed."
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm just making.
So at age 33, LeBron has become a great one-way player, but Jordan was still a two-way player at age 34 because Michael made the all-defensive first team at age 34 his last year in Chicago when he went and won the championship with 0 other All-Stars on that team, including Scottie, who didn't make the All-Star team.
But was he an all-star?
He was not an All-Star.
You
Didn't make it.
You do know
He
when
missed some
LeBron
games.
beat the Golden State Warriors that 73-9 team,
Yep.
he had no other all-stars on his roster.
Who made the big shot to win that series?
Yeah,
You
Kyrie
remember that?
Irving
Was it a
did.
guy named Kyrie?
Well,
So,
if he
may
missed
I-
that shot, he was tied up anyway.
Okay, so
it doesn't matter.
Michael at age 34 made first team all defense, but at age 33 right now, the one-way player that is LeBron James finished in defensive individual win shares 309th in the NBA. That's horrendously bad. That's as far from first team all defense as you can get.
If you don't mind me asking, Skip, at the same age, who's played more minutes? Michael Jordan or LeBron James at the same age?
Well, whose fault is that?
Because
That's Coach James' fault.
it's Michael Jordan's fault because he wasn't good enough to go straight from high school to the NBA. That's whose fault it was.
He wasn't good,
Good
enough.
enough?
He couldn't.
Oh, he was good enough? Daryl Dawkins, hold on, didn't Daryl Dawkins go straight to the, didn't Moses Malone?
Yep.
So what you mean? What you mean? Was that a rule that you couldn't go to the, hold on. Is that a rule that you couldn't go from high school because Daryl Dawkins did it? Bill Willoughby. You know Bill Willoughby.
Bill Willoughby.
Oh, yeah, he did it. So did Moses Malone.
So you got some. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness.
How do you explain the fact that your man LeBron James has no help, and yet 14 times his teammates have made all-star teams, and only 6 times in all of Michael's 15-year career, 15 years, did teammates make the all-star team because it was Scottie 6 times.
Right.
That's it. Period. End of story.
If you don't mind me asking.
Did he have any help?
Did Dennis Rodman win an NBA championship without Michael Jordan on his roster? Name the player that's on LeBron James's roster that's won a championship without him.
Well, how many players left Michael Jordan and went and made an all-star team? Did Scottie go make an all-star team for anybody else? No. Houston,
Oh,
Portland.
he made one without. Yeah, he made one in '94, the year Michael retired.
Well, that was
Not only did he make the All-Star team, he was the MVP of the All-Star game, and he led his team to a 55-27 record.
he got knocked out.
Wait. You got to get your facts straight because Michael did not retire. He was forced by the NBA to take a sabbatical.
Well, they need to redact and retract that statement and
redact
put
it.
another one
Yeah.
and put another one out that says he was forced because he said he retired.
Interesting. So, Michael Jordan won the scoring title 10 times and
In a
LeBron
row.
only once?
But
The great offensive juggernaut that
at
is
the age
LeBron
of
James?
21,
Wow. Interesting.
LeBron James averaged 31 points a game. Skip, he has to do other things more than score.
Oh.
Because this is what we know. We can say all we want to, But until he got Scottie Pippen, he got bumped 3 times in the first round. Not the second.
But
Rob,
look at the teams that he.
Whoa,
Come
whoa,
on.
wasn't the Eastern Conference the Beastern Conference,
Yes,
right?
it was back then.
Yeah.
With the Celtics
Yeah.
and 4 Hall of
Whoa.
Famers,
Right.
with the Pistons with 3 Hall of
If
Famers.
you don't mind me asking, how many Hall of Famers are on that Spurs team that he lost to? You think Kawhi Leonard would be a Hall of Famer?
No, he's not now.
He's
will
not
be.
now.
He
He's
absolutely-
a Hall of Shamer.
Hold on. With
Yeah,
two
he
defensive
is.
with 2 defensive player of the year and a Finals MVP and a 2-time first team All NBA, he's not going to the Hall of Fame. You do know Tracy McGrady just went to the Hall of Fame, right? Okay, but that's hold on, Skip. What about the Warriors? How many of those guys that's on the Warriors team that he lost to you think will make the Hall of Fame?
So,
got a
Shannon, the final question to ask you is, did Michael Jordan in any of those Eastern Conference playoff series pre-championship or through his 6 finals championships with 6 MVPs, did he ever just melt down in a series where you're saying, what happened to you? The way LeBron did in 2011? I don't know how you explain that.
See, and so here's the thing: you take one series and you try to taint a 15-year.
But it was the series. It was the finals.
They should have never lost to that Dallas Mavericks
They were
team.
favored.
Hold on, you do know that Dallas Maverick team? They swept the Lakers, who had 2-time NBA champ. You do realize that? They swept, and they beat.
This
and
is
they beat-
LeBron James, the greatest of all time.
With Dwayne and Bosh.
And I'm gonna leave it at this, and I'm not gonna say any more about it.
Me.
I just want to know. I just want to know if Michael Jordan is Jesus in sneakers. Why couldn't he beat the Big 3 Celtics in the 80s? Why couldn't he beat the Bad Boy Pistons in the 80s? Just answer me that, Rob.
We don't have time.
Yeah,
It's
we don't.
over. The segment's over.
Rob, thanks for joining us. Did Ben Simmons get exposed against the Celtics? We'll discuss that next.